Team Jake here. I'm the Chief Exercise Officer here at PEPT, and today I'm going to be teaching you a really simple principle that you can utilize to achieve massive success in any area of your life. Okay, and that simple thing is the ability to understand what making a true commitment is. Okay, so the problem most people have with commitment is they think they've made one. Okay, so let's use an example. Someone wants to get fit, okay, so they go and join a gym, okay, but the gym membership is, a small fraction of their weekly wage, okay, and they can cancel whenever they want, okay. So is that a true commitment, or is that a half commitment? Okay, now if we use another example, example B, same person wants to lose weight, but this time they go and find a great personal trainer and they pay up front for the next 6 months for training with that personal trainer 3 times a week. Okay, who's more likely to actually go to their workouts, work really hard, and therefore get great results? Okay, of course, person B, because person B made a true commitment. Okay, and there's this little thing that I like to call massive irreversible action. Okay, so person B took massive irreversible action. Person A made a small, a small action which could be reversed and stopped at any time. Okay, so therefore, that's why they're far less likely to achieve their goal of losing the weight. Now, what we need to understand is, as human beings, we don't go and become exceptional at anything unless the situation requires it. Okay, so it's our job to put ourselves in a situation that requires us to level up and take the next level and grow, okay, and become a different version of ourselves. And that's where the massive irreversible action comes into place. Okay, so I want to give you an example of how we started PEPT India. Okay, so about 3 years ago now, I went to a conference in Melbourne, and the speaker basically was talking about how Australian business owners think too small. We're only doing business in Australia because that's where we're from. And that makes a lot of sense, because we're kind of, an isolated island, much different to a lot of the rest of the world, with close proximity to other countries. So it got me thinking, okay, where's the best place in the world? And did some research, and we figured out India has the biggest likelihood of us being able to have a massive impact and grow an awesome business in the next 10, 20 years, right? But the problem is there's a lot of challenges, right? And human beings, we take the path of least resistance, okay? So basically, I had to come up with a way to make going and starting this business in India easier than not doing it, okay? The easier option for me. So what I did is I was talking to a bunch of business owners one day, and I got them to open their diaries for the 1st of January 2017, it was, so a couple of years ago now. And there was about 20 of them there, and I said, if I haven't gone to India and run a boot camp, at least run a boot camp in India by this date, write there in your diaries that I owe each of you $1,000, okay? So basically, I made a bet to these people that I would go to India, run a boot camp, and at least, suss it out and see what was going on. And just as well as I did, because in the 6 months that followed that, a whole heap of things happened, which had I not had that irreversible action, had I not made that bet with those people, then I would have no doubt put it in the too hard basket and never gone there, never got started, okay? So that's just an example. I don't expect you to go and do that today, but there's something that you can do. So when you have a goal, okay, I want to achieve this. I want to lose weight. I want to become great at this. I want to change my career, okay? And that's a good example. I want to change my career. Okay, we'll go and invest in the course and the study that you need to do. And if you haven't got the money, fantastic. Figure out a way to do it, because the harder it is for you to actually do it, the more you're going to value it, and the more you're actually going to follow through with it, because of the amount of pain associated with not following through, okay? So your job is, when you have a goal, you need to set an environment that makes it easier for you to achieve the goal than it is to not achieve the goal. Okay, so you actually have to change some things, okay, and it might be a little bit scary sometimes, But that's the point, okay? Because if you don't do it, it's too easy to give up. It's too easy to quit, okay? So remember, the problem most people have with commitment is they think they've made one, okay? Where most people are making very, very weak commitments that are easy to get out of, which is not a commitment at all, okay? So take massive, irreversible action, what we call MIA, okay? Nigel just commented there. He was a client of ours in Ipswich. He said he wanted to become a PT. I said, great, you got to do this course. He signed up, paid his money, did his course. Now he's a PT with us in Ipswich, at PEPT Ipswich. Now, many other times I've had that conversation over the years, and people say, oh yeah, but I can't right now because I'm busy, or I haven't got the money, or blah, 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 okay? Where Nige just went and made it happen, okay? He figured out a way, and that's the point. Because it's hard, that makes you, if he quits after he's made all these sacrifices, I know at some point pretty early on he quit his job that he had. Now that's a great example of massive irreversible action, because now he has to make it work, okay? He has to finish his course off. He has to put his best foot forward. So we give him a job, because otherwise the consequences are not great. And that's why he became successful in making that happen, okay? So massive irreversible action, guys. Do it, okay? There's a reason why only a very small number of people ever get to experience achieving great things in their life. It's because they're the ones who have the courage to make a true commitment, okay? And once you master that skill, your worldview, or what you can achieve in your life, becomes absolutely unlimited, okay? But if we keep dabbling in these little half commitments, you're going to get really nowhere, okay, in a hurry, and you're going to have a very average life, which is not what you signed up for, I don't believe, and not what you're capable of. So let's get after it. Take massive irreversible action. Go get it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.